And it was in a period of time where there were heavy radio advertisements, sort of anti-smoking radio advertisements, trying to convince people to stop smoking. And one of the advertisements had this figure in it. It said something like, every puff of a cigarette takes so many minutes off of your life. I think it was 2 minutes, but I can't remember. Every puff of a cigarette. So I sat there in the back seat on this long car ride and calculated how many years she had taken off of her life. And in my 10-year-old mind, I had been extremely clever to do this. And so when I was finished with my arithmetic, I proudly announced to her how many years she had taken off of her life. And I got a reaction I did not expect, with her bursting into tears. And so my grandfather stopped the car, and he took me out of the car. And I had no idea what was about to happen, because he had never said a cross word to me. And I thought he might actually be angry with me, but he wasn't. He took me out we had some privacy from her. And he said these incredible words. He said, you're gonna figure out one day that it's harder to be kind than clever.
Clever, wonderful. Actually, your brother also plays an important role. You have a very good relationship.
Yes,
is it actually true that he's still a firefighter?
He is. He's a volunteer firefighter in Scarsdale, New York. He's also the funniest person I know. When I'm with him, I'm just laughing continuously. First of all, I'm a good audience. I laugh easily, but he is really very funny. And my sister too. We're all very close. And I have my mother to thank for that, because she worked hard to make sure as we grew up that we stayed close together. And she takes all the grandkids for 1 week every summer so that me and my sister and our spouses can go on a trip together. So we end up spending a lot of time together.
Mm. For me, the most moving image that we saw tonight is the one that John showed, where you and Mackenzie are preparing the table, the famous table, which is very moving because it shows how you really started from the very scratch. I mean, could you describe a little bit what Mackenzie's role was?
Well, first of all, Mackenzie, she had married this stable guy working on Wall Street, and a year after we got married, I went to her and said, I want to quit my job, move across the country, and start this internet bookstore. And Mackenzie, of course, like everybody that I explained this to, her first question was, what's the internet? Because nobody knew. This is 1994. And, but even before she could say, what's the internet, she said, great, let's go.